You are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
Bang, you know what it is. No Invite Podcast, episode 78, season 3, the level up. We back at it. We don't stop. We can't stop moving. We're like a shark in the water. You know what I mean? And we got a special guest, No Invite Podcast alumni, been rocking with us for a minute now, been on a few episodes. Go and introduce yourself for the people, for those the new people that don't know you.
Oh man, you know, I go by Peasy. Peasy, man. Capital P, capital Z, Ski Team Peasy. You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of people like to call me. That's my moniker on the Instagram. You know what I mean? I'm part of Ski Team Music Group, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here with Blaze, man. We finna do this podcast, man, and talk about some things and, you know, see where it go.
Well, first of all, man, it's great to have you back, man. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy moving around, doing what you got to do. We always wind up linking up somehow on something. So it's good that you came to the podcast, bro. And we have an opportunity to holler at you, man. How you been, bro? How's your new year been treating you so far?
Man, I've been cool. I've been cool. I don't stay out here no more. I stay out of state right now. You feel me? Temporarily. So, but it's cool. I'm doing a lot better out there. You know what I mean? Mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I mean? All that stuff, man.
That's
and then
very important.
the price of living is better out there. Yeah.
Man, they killing us right now, bro. It's like you know, if you living in Cali right now, them gas price memes hit different because like there's cats that are from like they're in the South right now in Atlanta and stuff, and they posted up the memes, and their memes say like $4, $4.50 for some gas. Man, we out here, it's like $6.20, $6.50 for some gas right now. Don't let it
be premium. Don't let it be premium. It's gonna be $6.90.
I know. I got a Hemi, so I gotta put premium in it. That's all it takes. So trust me, I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? They be looking at that. Be looking at the gas station like your ex, like fuck it.
Man, you gotta find that one gas station. You feel me? That's gonna be the only one you go to.
You know, there's one that's trapping out there somewhere. They got the good prices and shit. You just gotta find them and shit.
Yeah. It's man, because like the gas farm at it's a 3-something.
See, that's crazy, bro.
3-something. It could be 4. I don't know. I'm back out here in the P right now, but like I said, I'm heading to the airport. You feel me? Like a little bit after we done with this, so. You know what I mean?
Racking up them motherfucking frequent flyer miles and shit.
Man, that shit come in handy.
That shit sure do, man. And now everything's opening back up, man. It's cool to see people traveling more because now you got people that are that you probably wouldn't get to see like because of the little restrictions and whatnot. You get to see them more now, so it's pretty dope, man. It's good to come out here and check in with your family and your peoples and stuff like that. What has been like because I know you've been working on a lot of stuff. You said you dropped 3 videos right now that are out, right? Well, 2 are out right now and one's on its way, correct?
No, I got 3 out and then 1 on the way.
1 on the way, so it's 4. Okay,
yep.
Boom. Yeah. Who you been working on and with videos? Let's start off with the first one you dropped. What's it called?
The first one I dropped is It's All Love. The second
produced by
one
Slapmaster. Is that the one produced by Slapmaster?
Nah. Slapmaster, he still does a lot of my engineering. I haven't got no beats from him in a while. I dropped the project that was entirely produced by him though.
Yeah.
Shout
out to the Slapmaster, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Slapmaster, man. I dropped that, you know, I was in the PN and county and shit out of state, man. So I dropped that from there. And that was like a whole bunch of songs that we already had that I was supposed to do, you know, before that situation happened. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I dropped that. That project is called Weighing Out My Options.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's out. But the It's All Love, it's produced by Lil Psycho. I get a lot of beats from him.
Lil Psycho?
You know what I mean? I think he based out of Richmond. He did a lot of work with like Slim 400. I mean, he got like a song, I think, on one of Young Dolph's albums, you know what I mean? So he be doing this thing too.
So he's out
like,
around.
Yeah. So majority of my beats right now come from him, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, I stay consistent with him, he stays consistent with me. You know what I mean? So, but It's All Love, yeah, that's produced by him. Cash and Fast. That's who pretty much do all my videos.
Yes,
And
sir.
then,
Been working with him consistently for a while. Shout out Cash and
yeah,
Fast,
hell
man.
yeah, man. Shout out my nigga Juju, man.
That's
The
right.
best in the 925.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Him and Sanko grinding hard as fuck, bro. They've been moving for a minute now, and it's been consistent. See, there's like, there's people that do shit in spurts, do shit for fun, and you could tell who's really doing shit for the work, doing the work, putting their 10,000 hours in. I mean, if they dope now, imagine what kind of shit they're gonna be on like 5 years from now,
Yeah,
that's
and then
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say, and they hit the ground running with their stuff. You feel me? So it was, you know what I mean? Because it came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they start shooting videos. Now they got 30 videos out of nowhere. You like, bro, no, like they just hit the ground running.
I mean, but that's what I tell people all the time. When you're like barely getting into a situation, whether it's music or business, whatever, you have to hit the ground running. You got to do stuff. A lot of time there'd be cats. They'd be like, "Oh, I know my worth, and I need 1,000 for this beat." I was like, "But you haven't built a resume yet. So how are you gonna ask for that if you haven't built a resume? Your shit could be the best stuff in the world." Part of like getting situated and getting out there and getting your brand established, because now look, we know already. So if Cash and Fast of them are like, "Yo, this is what we asking for, this is what it is," which they're still fucking doing really cool prices, bro, like for their work. But I'm saying if there was to be like, "Yo, we about to switch it up, we're leveling up, we're doing this," it would be rightfully so, because they did that already. They got out, they hit the ground running, they tapped in with all kinds of artists. They were like, "Yo, this is what we doing, this is what we gonna do it for. Let's just get the work done," because they wanted to build a resume. And I feel like that's important for people. Like if you're just getting into it, you want that consistency, and you want to be able to tap in with as many artists as possible,
Yeah, man. A lot of people live in fantasies, bro, to where it's like, instead of understanding the reality. So just like that, as opposed to like, you got to understand what you want, but you got to also understand what is most likely that you gonna get. You know what I mean? And then kind of go off that, because like, you feel me? If I got 1,000 followers on Instagram, I'm not gonna get 1,000 comments. Exactly. You know what I mean? If I be like, "Oh yeah, give me the 1,000 comments, I'm gonna drop this video or this song or something," but I only got 1,000 followers, and probably only 10% of them really engaged. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about just being tuned in with reality and just knowing like what's real. It's nothing wrong with, setting that bar, but you got to work towards that bar though.
and that's all I mean. And that's all I mean by that. It's like, like you it's good to know your worth and know what your potential is, but you also got to know what your market is, like you said. And you got to know that if I'm starting off, I'm trying to get my name out there. I got to get my name out to as many people. It's all about exposure. I had to get my name out there to as many people as possible, work with as many people as possible. So if I got to cut a little deal here and there, you know what I mean? Or I have beat pack jugs or whatever the case might be. It's like promo, people that are starting their restaurant, you know what I mean? They have to pay for promo of some sort, whether it's flyers, a commercial, radio spot. If they really want to be successful, they got to get the word out there. People got to know who you are. The internet is so vast and so many people trying to do the same thing. You got to stand out, and you got to get as much exposure as possible. That's why these blogs and vlogs are very important. And that's why this platform is important, because I created this platform to put on for people that are grinding and that are working and that are on their way onto something. They're onto bigger things. And I wanted to, I didn't want to be the angry artist that was like, "Oh, this platform don't fuck with us," or "Fuck this platform, they don't post my shit." I was like, I didn't want to be that. So I decided that the only way I'm gonna do that is just like, nowadays we live in an era where you could build your own platform. You know what I mean? You could build your own platform. There's no reason. It'll take time, and just like anything else, back to what we're saying, it'll take time. You're gonna have to do some work, and you're gonna have to be out there, but eventually you could get to where you want to go if you put in that work. It don't matter if you're already established or if you're up and coming. That the work is important. That's the most important part.
And having it behind you and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Being that you just recently came back from vacation, we're gonna call it. What do you think that you need as an artist right now probably to help take you to the next level. Because I mean, there's always a level up for everyone, including us, myself, and excuse me, the
Man,
podcast.
you know what? Some things like I need help making different music, bro. You know what I mean?
You
Just
need a
like
producer
like
then.
uh, I
Because
I'm
I don't mean
see.
I don't mean
I never fully understand. I never fully understood like what a actual producer. You know
I'll
what I
break it
mean?
down
Like
for you.
the yeah, like back in the day. You know what I mean? Like what they did. So yeah, like. But I think I know what you're talking about. Like some of you sit in the studio with, you do your song. They tell you what you can add to it, what might sound good. You know, I don't need no
Yeah.
help writing. I don't need
No,
nobody to
yeah.
write for me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but I had recently, you know, oh man.
It happens. Just go ahead and you know what I mean. Do what you do. You probably
Hold on.
got to ignore it or whatever. It's good.
Yeah.
You know I'm a master at this editing shit, so don't even worry about it. When you
All right,
get
for
back,
sure.
just jump back into your point.
Yeah, not my cousin posted. Yeah, but yeah though. So you know, my boy KR, you know, another part of the Ski Team music group I had. You know, he do a lot of good with his harmonizing. So like I was already thinking about that when I was doing my, you know, little situation and shit. I was just like, man, you know what? I want to make like a 5-song EP with that type of music. Cause it's hard for me to do it because like when I hear music, I just want to rap. So yeah, I wanted to do a EP with my boy KR, you know, another member of the Ski Team music group. He's good with the harmonizing and not so much like actually like do a EP with him, but I wanted like all his help like with the songs. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like we already talked about it, and I was just like, bro, just help me like with the flow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so that's one thing. That's one thing I think because like I listen to rap. I mean, of course I listen to rap, you know what I mean? But like sometimes that harmonizing music, like I really feel it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Because they
yeah,
speaking from a different area. You feel me? They're speaking from a
yeah,
different
but
level.
yeah, and it's like a whole different just vibration and frequency. You know what I'm saying? So and so I want to make that type of music for those type of people who like that type of music too, though.
Most
You know,
definitely.
because I like it. You know what I mean? I like any type of music though. I'm not really like it could be a country song. You know, if it's a good song, I'm gonna like it. I might listen to it. I might continue to
It's
listen
facts
to
though.
it too. Yeah, and then like out there where I was at, it's in the boonies and shit. So it's like
It
they
was
didn't
all
have no
country
rap.
music.
Yeah, they didn't have no rap stations, bro. Like
Yeah,
they didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, the closest thing we heard to rap was on the pop station with the song with Selena Gomez, I think, in the Baby or something.
Yeah.
And that was
it.
like that was
That's
the
like
closest
pop
thing you
rap.
got to rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you turn it to the pop station. All the other people tripping. They want to hear the country shit.
They're like, come on now. They're like,
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But it was like some country songs that I like too, just because they was good songs. You know what I mean. So, but yeah, but I mean, you know, not to digress, but back to the topic though. Like, I think that's something that could help me do something, like take it to a different level, because that in and of itself is just a whole different level. You know what I mean?
hell yeah.
Than the music that I usually make.
No doubt. And I tell people all the time, and if you look just at countless examples, I mean, a lot of what gives people longevity is consistency, of course.
Yeah.
Great, what do you call it? Great content, or what you got to have some substance in your music. And it's also being reborn, having a you know what I mean, evolving in your sound. The rap shit is the rap shit and everything. But even then, you don't want to get stuck to one sound in a sense. You know what I mean? You always want to evolve your sound, whatever that evolution is for you. Some people stick to the bars, some people evolve more into the harmonies and the melodies and stuff like that. So it's all about evolution. People like nowadays, I notice, bro, with this social media and what we're doing now and everything, is they want the music first, obviously.
Yeah.
They want to see the look, the videos and how you present your music, and then they also want to know something about you personally as the artist. You know, maybe they don't want to be all in your business, even though they do, because motherfuckers is nosy. But I'm saying like, they
but that's
want
good though.
Yeah, that's good. They want to be a part of your journey. So when they see you going from this to this to that and you're evolving, it's interesting to people, and it pulls people in.
Yeah.
And on a side note to what we were talking about earlier, there's two kinds of producers for people out there listening that don't know. There's the producers that make beats, and then there's the producers that sit in there with you and help facilitate what you need done and help give you a different perspective on whatever it is, the art that you're making. So like KR, he would be, if you guys work together and he does that for you, sits in there and helps you with the concepts and because that's all a producer does. He takes the artist and he goes, look, he gives them a different perspective. Like, what do you think about this? You're capable of doing this, but what do you think about this? Do you think, how about you approach this song this way? Or this song sounds great, but I feel like, you know, he could influence the mix and be like, you know, we'll drop the drums here and let your voice ride out. And, you know, so stuff like that, bro, is very important. And I tell people all the time, it's like, if for all these cats that you see out here that are on like shit, they have a team. They have a producer. They have the people that make their beats, and then they got another producer, whether it's the engineer. Sometimes the engineer plays producer roles. Sometimes another artist does whatever. But they have their people that they sit around and they vibe with, and they formulate like a battle plan for what they're doing. So the evolution is though. That was just for that. That's dope. I like that you're thinking like that. That you're not thinking, because a lot of times people get stuck also in their ways, and they have to understand that. I'm
just
kind
dope, so everybody should like me. You feel me? Like,
and I'm gonna keep sounding the same, and I'm gonna keep getting new people to like me. It's like, no, the name of the game is obviously cultivating your fan base, but also by doing that is maintaining the ones you have and bringing in new ones constantly. They say if your business isn't growing, it's dying. So you got to be growing. You dig?
Yeah, exactly.
That this all leads me to another question that I ask everybody that pulls up on here, because it's a good way for people to get to know who you are. There is no right or wrong answer for this question, so answer it however you feel. But as an artist, what do you feel is more important? Do you feel style is more important, or substance is more important, or do you feel it's like a combination of both?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. Yeah, I think because style is, you know what I mean, wordplay is good too though. But when you can mix them and make it sound right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but it all depends on like, you know, what that person wants too though. Because some people just want to be heard. You know what I mean? Some people just want to be felt. Some people just want to be heard and felt. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends really what that artist is going for. Like, I got like some songs, it's like, I mean, the style is always cool, but it's just like I feel like this song focuses more on what I'm saying, as opposed to like this song focuses more on like, you know, how it can make you feel and if you could vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think they both go hand in hand.
I think so too. I think when you lack one of the other, it could mess with your longevity. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the most classic great songs, they had substance, and that doesn't mean that it was like bars and they were super lyrical and shit like that. What I mean by substance, they had a message of some sort that translates. That, like you said, you could feel them. It's different to hearing some shit and feeling some shit, but also you look at those same albums or same records and shit by a lot of these cats that we hold dear. There is some that's just based purely on style, and it's to lure you in. That's why I like albums. You know, we live in the era of singles, but I like albums because albums, you could tell a story. You could drop the singles to make people like it, and then you could have those, you know, those substance tracks, those ones you feel. You know, like Nipsey is a great example of that. Like all his shit was really well put together and really had a lot of substance, but he had just natural style. You feel me? To where you automatically you were attracted to how he said things and how he presented them and the overall look and the way that he did his music and shit. And then, you know, he had them deeper tracks than the Blue Laces too and stuff like that, where you're just like, he's talking about some real life shit and you feel it because not only maybe you didn't actually go through something like that, but you could tell in his voice and in his sound and what he's saying, how the authenticity is just something you can't like, you can't fake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope. I believe in the same thing. I believe both. I think you gotta have both. I think substance will take you farther than just style, because if you're just married to only style, like you don't have no substance in your music and you're just going for what's up, you have to kind of keep up with the current style. Or if you get stuck with a style, then you get dated, you know, and then people are like, whatever happened to him and shit. You feel me? Like whatever happened to fucking, you know what I'm saying? We could name a lot of motherfuckers, but we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But that's dope, man. That's dope, man. Given that you are moving and shaking right now, what is the one obstacle you feel that is in your way of taking that next level step? Because we know you, I mean, you know, we know already that where you're trying to go, but what do you think is your biggest obstacle right now?
Man, right now it's my location, bro. To be honest with you, like I'm way out the way. I come around, I still, slide in and out the city and shit here and there. But I gotta catch 2 flights to get here, 2 flights to get back. And then it's like when I'm out here, it's like I got this going on, that going on. And then so like sometimes I'm not able to link up with everybody because like when I'm free, they not. You know what I mean? When they free, I got something going on. And but I think the location really is the hardest for me, just because like where I'm at is just me. And I never really understood like the impact that having like people with you in the studio, like I never understood like how much of that can be an impact on somebody when they're making music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like now when I go, I got my home studio set up and stuff. Same thing I've been doing, but it's just like, so when I'm in there and I want to do a song, it's like, boom, I'll do a verse and I just lose you know what I'm saying? I'll just lose the energy. I'll cut it off and I'll finish it eventually, but you know what I'm saying? But when you have your people that's around you and the energy that's in there, it's a lot different. It's a lot easier. It's just, and it keeps you going. You know what I mean?
It does, bro. It's something to say about that. There's no way around it, man. And there's a reason why you see people and you'll see artists and you see documentaries or footage from them in the studio. They always keep a few people on there. And it's kind of the same thing, like I was saying. Sometimes it's just the energy, just to have somebody that you could say something funny to keep you, keep the spirits up, or even like just the feeling of having to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, yo, my people's here. I gotta fucking knock this shit out. Or or what you think about that? You like this shit? Like people being in the studio, that energy, bro, and that reciprocation of that energy, bro, is very important. It's a very slept on thing.
Because you can, when you're in the studio, you can look at like you can just look, like you could be saying some shit and then you could be looking at everybody around you like, okay,
that's not
feeling it. This might not be the thing.
You drop a bar and you're like, you're not getting the reaction you expect. Like, okay, that's maybe I'm. Yeah.
Like y'all don't. They like, nah. Yeah. It's cool, but
Well, see, and that's the thing. It's like that supreme belief in yourself, bro. That you know that you got something going on is gonna make you step out there and try that. And and it's good to get like an instant feedback, like right away. Now I'm gonna try this. Does this bar work? You know what I mean? You spit it and you just throw it in your verse. Then you spit it to one of your homies, like, yo, check this out. What this sound like? If you could gauge a lot of that. It's like kind of like being able to test your music out before actually fucking recording it. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I super get it, man. I'm the same way. Plus, also when you get your home studio and you have it for a while, sometimes the fact that you're at home is uninspiring. A lot of times, a lot of times, we would go to other people's house or go to other studios that we book. And that's the energy that would be on. You're getting out, you're like, yo, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to go knock this shit out. I'm on a time frame. I know what I want. But now it's like, I've been at home studio for a while, bro. Trust me, it's a battle. You know what I mean? Sometimes to get in there. So I totally feel it, man.
Just to turn it on sometimes, you like, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, you could do it, and that's the thing. I think that's what really stops you, is because you could do it. This shit ain't, it ain't about nothing. You go in there and knock it out, but it's like, because that the hunger ain't exactly the same as if you know, I paid for this studio time, or I'm going to this cat's house. I'm not gonna waste their time. You know, this your time. You know, you home, like I'll do it. I'll get it done. I'll come back to it. I'll do the other verse another day. You know what I mean? Or I'll write some other shits like, you know. So it's difficult when it's all right at your hand and access. Talk to me about what you got going on next, bro. I know you just said you just filmed another video. Can you say the name of the song and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's called the name of the song is called Frankie. And people ask me like, why is it called Frankie? To be honest with you, there's no hook in it. That one was like bars and style. You know what I mean? But there wasn't no hook just because I felt like, you know, the little 4-bar drop in between the verses is what make you feel it, because the beat go crazy. And really, Frankie, the name of the beat was Frank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, damn, man, I'm racking my brain trying to figure like what's the name? You feel me? I was just like, I'm just gonna call it Frankie, bro, just cause.
Hey, you know what? I totally relate, bro.
To me, I don't know, for some reason it just felt catchy to me. For some reason,
it sounds catchy. Yeah, it sounds catchy, exactly. and it's organic. It happened naturally. It wasn't like you were like, I gotta come up with the most catchiest fucking name. You were just like that. You know what? And truth be told, player to player, you know, artist to artist, like a lot of times we done made so many fucking songs that we don't even know what the fuck to call them. Sometimes the record, you can't even find a bar in the record that would make it sound like it would sound like the song. So I if the producer names the beat and I like what he names the beat, sometimes I'll just name the song with the producer name the beat, because they'll give it to you, be like, this is you know what I mean, this is mob shit or whatever the case, you know what I mean? I'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds like the song, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's just is what it is sometimes. Like when you make so much music, sometimes you just like, you know what I mean? What can I call it?
So I did I just shot that the other day. That's the 4th one. You know what I mean? Really, I've just been probably like dropping a video shit and every month for real since this year.
That's dope.
That's everything, and then and then so but I already got the edited version back. It came out nice. My main thing with that one is I'm probably gonna drop it on the Thizzler, like their YouTube channel, and then I'm gonna do some more promotion behind it too, because I had a lot of ideas before. Like if you like my old apartment, like you see like where my studio, I have my mic and shit set up. I got all these sticky notes. You know what I mean? Because
the manifesto wall and shit.
You know what I mean? and then so now so that's going, which I did some promo behind a little bit behind the last few videos, but now I'm trying to just take it to another level. You know what I mean? And see where it go, because you know, like ain't nobody gonna listen to it unless you give people a chance to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Be accessible.
Yeah, and then it's just, you know, because you know a lot of people just get stuck like they so dope, so you know what I mean? Like
they gonna come to me.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, that's like a lazy mindset.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This shit's an ocean out there, bro. Like there's so many. It's like, it's not that even that you're not dope or somebody's not dope or they're not gonna stand out. There's so many people in the fucking water that it's like some Where's Waldo shit. It's like, how the fuck are they gonna find you? You have to do things to stand out. You got to remain consistent, and you got to go onto other places where they have the most exposure and put you in front of the most people's faces, you know. And that's the difficult part, and that is a lazy mindset when an artist thinks that they're just gonna come to you and find you. I've known plenty of people that were like, yo, I'm the dopest shit ever, they're gonna come sign me, and it's like, well, they don't know you exist, they can't sign you. So the first thing you got to do is you got to let them know that you exist. You dig what I'm saying? And you got to put in that footwork. There's nobody anymore out here that just got signed based on the fact that they just were dope rapping, rhyming on the corner or at the mall or something, you know? So what's you got the video coming out called Frankie. Who are your top 5 producers in the Bay that you've worked with? Not just like people that you know, but like people that you work with yourself personally. You've made tracks with them and all that.
To be honest, I can't even trying to think. I know the top 3 for sure.
Give us your top 3. Sometimes it's tough, and it don't got to be no particular order. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, it's just because like when I'm the type of person, like if I like somebody beats, then I fuck with them consistently. You know what I mean? So this might be, I might only get my beats from this person for a whole year. So it's like, you know, unless somebody, you know, comes across, you know, whatever my plans on my mind or something. But the main top three that I fuck with is Lil Psycho, Slab Master, and then MG did it. Which a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people are like up on him, but he got some tight beats too.
That's some
His name Deuce, Ski Team Deuce. He I think he knows him. That's who put me on him. A couple years ago. And I got another video that's out too called the Din Din. So that was produced by MG did it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, then my top three right there. Other people that I've worked with though, or another person that I've worked with that had some that got some nice beats is LAX on the track.
LAX is dope, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
he does. You know, he does a lot of work with like Don Stadium and you know
shout
what I mean.
out LAX, bro.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah,
I did
so
a couple
shout out
songs
them
with him.
dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when I first my very first project, the Concrete Hustle, when you feel me, a lot of those beats came from him. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then yeah, man. So shout out LAX, shout out Lil Psycho. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Slapmaster, shout out MG did it, man. Y'all keep pushing. I got some money for y'all. I got some money for y'all when I hear some again.
Y'all already know, man. That's dope, man. I like to ask people shit like that because, you know, the process is just as important, I think, as the actual music, you know, like the process, who you work with, who you like working with, what's your perspective on this person, on that person, as far as like their beats or their music or your working relationship or whatnot. Give me it's 15 years ago. You traveling back in time right now. It's 15 years ago. You go see yourself. You could tell yourself one thing, one piece of game. You can't tell everything because the world might explode, the universe might go crazy. But if you could tell yourself 15 years ago one thing, something, what would it be? Got him.
Man, I don't even know. I could tell you, there's two of them. Right? If I could, damn. Shit, bro, you just hit me. If I could tell myself one thing, bro. Stay consistent.
Man, that's it.
You know what I mean? Just stay consistent.
There you go. You have it. All right, man. PZ, okay, check it out, man. Everybody already heard about you. They know about you from now. Right, they're checking you out. I want you to let the people know how they can find you, how they can find your music, how they can find just whatever if they want to come check you out. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. After this, we hope and we trying to make it to where they leave after watching this shit and they go find you, click your links, click your Googles, try to get at you. And because if they like what they like, man, they're gonna come see you.
The main thing, if a person wants to stay tuned, the main thing, pretty much the only thing that I really interact on is Instagram. So it'll be, you know, Ski Team, SKEETEAM _PZ. Just the two letters, don't spell it out. Capital
that's right.
P, capital
just P
Z.
and a Z.
Yep, and then that's the main thing for a person want to stay tuned. But man, shit, I'm everywhere. YouTube, all the digital platforms, Apple Music, Pandora, you know what I mean, Spotify, all my music is on there. I got 4 projects on there. I got 4 projects. I got Concrete Hustle, Uncut, weighing out my options. I had another one. I don't know why I can't think of it. Oh, Shit Talking.
Okay.
I got the Shit Talking. So those are my 4 projects. I got other singles and stuff that's out. I got features, you know what I mean, that's on a lot of stuff. But you know, so if you want to see the videos, go to YouTube. I got countless videos on there.
You got videos, and we even dropped one while you were gone. You know what I mean? It was perfect for the time.
Man.
You know what I mean? We had to make sure that we got that out there. I mean, there was no way I would have waited for you, but the reality was the times that we're living in.
I didn't even know when I was going. You feel me? At that time, like if you would have been like, "Hey, bro, if you'd have tapped in with somebody like, hey, so when is I still at the time that you dropped it, I still didn't even know.
Yeah, and this is not to me. I liked it because for a couple reasons. The actual content and what we're talking about in the song was super relevant for the moment. We're in the middle of an election year, and it was going wild and crazy with all the bullshit. And two, it was a good way to keep your name out there and keep people don't forget about PZ. He not here right now, but he coming. So I was really happy with the fact that we were able to pull that off.
Because
shout out to you.
Oh yeah, because it was a few people. They was like, bro, like I'm tapping in with a lot of my people. They're like, bro, you got a new video out? And I'm like, nah, I ain't got no video out. Like, you feel me? Then when they was telling me, they're like, yeah, Blaze, my sister, she was like, yeah, Blaze dropped the video with you, and I just already knew. You know, I already knew what song it was and everything. I'm like, man, that's what's up, and I appreciate that because that's another reason I dropped that project when I was you know going through that too, because it was just like I just want to still give them something. You know what I mean? Like I dropped a video too. The video is called Uncut, which was the intro to the EP Uncut. You know what I mean? I had shot that already before that shit happened. You know what I mean? And then so after a few months, I told the producer, the video, I'm like, bro, just drop it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, drop that. Yeah, and then like some months later, drop that project just so, you know, you can stay relevant, because that's important in this game, is to stay relevant. Not to do no weird shit, to stay relevant. You feel me?
Staying relevant in a good way. And it is important. And it's important, like, also, bro, like, you work hard for the momentum that you build. You know what I mean? When you're out here, you spending money on videos, you're spending money on this music, chasing your dreams, promotion, all the stuff that you do for your overall brand. And then when you got stuff that comes up unexpectedly, you know, all that money, if you don't kind of maintain some kind of consistency, that money will be going for nothing. You know what I mean? People will still remember you, but you want to, it's like warming up the stove, man, you know, warming up some soup. You could, you know, if you turn on for a little bit and then you stop, it's going to get cold. But if you turn it on for a little bit and then, you know, if something happens, you lower the temperature. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna lower the temp so I don't fucking boil over. Do what I got to do, take my little break, come back, you know, and then you still on it. So I was happy because I really wanted to do this song, period. I really wish you were there, but I was really happy with it because I was like, okay, I know the situation. I know the circumstances around the world right now, what's going on. And that song is substance, like a motherfucker, more substance than style, but it was definitely needed. You know what I mean? And it was, and what was crazy, what we were saying, because we recorded it a while back, everything that we were saying was very much relevant at that time.
Yeah.
You know,
remember that was the last time we did the podcast. Yeah. And I think we just did the song on a fluke, I think. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I got this song, like, man, I hop on it.
Yeah, and it was different, you know, and I didn't even know. I just knew that was the vibe at the time. I didn't know how serious or how really, really relevant it would become, but that's what it is. So, man, shout out to you, bro. Make sure everybody knows already. You guys could definitely holler at PZ. You guys know how to find him on Instagram. You can find him on YouTube as well. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do got a YouTube channel. It got some videos on there, but mainly I just been dropping through the videographer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? What you do is go to your YouTube, make a playlist of all your videos that are on other people's accounts, and just put it on as a playlist on your account. So even though it's on their account, they could, when people come search your name and your YouTube pops up, they could still find your shit hella easy.
Okay.
So man, you guys make sure that you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. This part of the podcast, bro. We share game, bro. We try to give people opportunity to be heard. You know what I mean? This is the platform for the people. That's why it's called No Invite, because really it's an open invitation at any time that you feel like you want to come holler at us and check in. You got something to promote, you got something to get off your chest, you just come holler at me. You know what I mean? I don't I invite people. Don't get me, I'm not gonna say I don't invite people to the podcast, but that's because a lot of times when I invite them and they're like, oh, I heard the name, I just didn't, you know, I didn't want to say nothing, like, you know, it wasn't happening. I'm like, nah, it's not like that. Like, the name is a play on words. Obviously, it's no invite, but it just means, like I said, it's an open invitation. You don't need an invite. Just holler at me and let me know when you want to get down. And that's what we do, and it's for the people. So I want to thank you once again, bro. You know, I've been fucking with you, bro, for the longest. I wish you nothing but success, health, and happiness. And it's the No Invite Podcast, episode 78, season 3, The Level Up. Excuse me, I keep saying the level up. It's the progression. Excuse me. You know what I mean? I name the motherfucking seasons every year, and for some reason I'm stuck on season 2 when we're in season 3. But you can find us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You could also go to any podcasting platform, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and just type in No Invite Podcast. We will be there. And if we're not there, you could request us, and we will make sure that we get on there. You could also go, if you really fuck with us, if you want to tap in and you really fuck with us, go to RiBirth Media Films. That's RiBirth Media Films with a Z. That's us on the YouTubes. You can find us there. Subscribe to our channel. You could catch all the audio versions of these podcasts, as well as this Zoom episode that we're doing right now, the visual. If you want to see what PZ looks like, you know what I mean? You can find them on the RiBirth Media Films channel. With that being said, man, thank you once again. And shout out to everybody that been rocking. We're us, you're you, and we gone.